and today we're going to be talking about a comedy action film called Shaolin Soccer. Be ready for some spoilers ahead. One of the greatest soccer players calls himself the Golden Leg because of his ability to always score points every time he shoots at the goal. His teammate, Han, who he always bullies, gives him a chance to make a lot of money if he threw a match on purpose. He accepts this out of greed and kicks the ball over the goal on purpose, but when the match is over, the crowd was furious. The people rush towards him, beating him up, and in the process, crippling his leg. Han laughs as his plan succeeds, and with Golden Leg out of the way, he becomes one of the most successful coaches in the sport. Golden Leg, now crippled, works as an assistant for Han, who takes revenge every day by humiliating him in public. He wants Han to give him a chance to coach a team, but the man refuses and proceeds to insult his abilities, stating that he's no more than a cripple now. Golden Leg is furious and blames Han for his injuries, but no one will believe him now that he's a nobody. Han adds salt to the wound by telling Golden Leg that he actually orchestrated the event and paid people to purposely break his leg. Feeling hopeless and helpless, Golden Leg takes a walk on the street and sees a soccer match playing, reminiscing about the good old days. He hears a voice who tells him that this is not how you play soccer. He turns around and sees a garbage man stretching his legs. The man jumps up in a dramatic fashion, which leaves Golden Leg speechless. He walks towards him with flames of desire, which hilariously burns the Golden Leg's face. He introduces himself as Sing, an advocator of Shaolin Kung Fu, and hands him a very shady business card. Sing tries to convince him that Kung Fu is very useful, and how if everyone knew it, their lives would be much easier, such as the woman who trips on the banana peel. Golden Leg thinks this man is a joke and throws a beer can at him, but Sing proceeds to kick it so hard that it flew out of sight in an instant. Thinking that it was only an illusion, the two men parts ways and Sing proceeds to show his power by helping someone move his fridge. He collects the money from his garbage and goes to a restaurant to buy some buns. Sing is amazed when he sees the woman named Mei, who makes buns using her Tai Chi skills as she throws the bread in the air and catches the cooking pot with her bare hands. He tries to buy some buns with the little money that he had by flirting with the girl and telling her that she's beautiful, but she refuses to sell him anything. With no other choice, Sing puts up his broken shoes as deposit, but seriously, you would have to pay me to throw those things away. He tries to convince her with his last resort by singing on the street, which shocks everyone. But his rhythms were so hypnotizing that everyone started to join him in his ridiculous dance. They were all stopped when the restaurant owner rushed out and tells everyone to get lost. Sing takes this opportunity to run without paying, leaving his shoes behind, which the girl throws away in the trash. He looks for his first brother named Iron Head, who works in a nightclub and tells him that they can use singing and dancing to popularize Shaolin Kung Fu. But he tells Sing to get lost and forget about his dreams as he doesn't even have shoes to wear. The boss comes over and proceeds to hit Iron Head with a beer bottle and tells him to get back to work. Trying to impress his boss in a desperate manner, Iron Head suggests that Sing performs on stage for the night's entertainment, but the boss tells Iron Head to join him and hits him again with the beer bottle. They perform horrendously on stage, and the customers are shocked at what they were doing. They go on stage and proceeds to beat up the two brothers. Sing tries to fight back, but he doesn't want to make his brother lose his job, so he concedes and gets knocked out. While urinating in public, Golden Leg finds a beer can stuck in a wall. He remembers that it was the same one Sing kicked and tries to pull it out. The wall cracks and breaks, revealing a fight that is about to happen between Sing and the customers in the nightclub. Sing tells the gangsters to apologize for being disrespectful, which they laughs at, and proceeds to attack Sing. He tries holding back at first, displaying his immense strength, but the gangsters continue to attack relentlessly. Sing kicks the soccer ball at one of the thugs, which sends him flying. He gets up, thinking everything is fine, but vomits soon after. He then kicks the ball again, breaking concrete walls and sending the gangsters flying one by one. They become frightened of his power and begs him for mercy. Although he beat up the thugs, he's still very upset about his failure of popularizing Kung Fu and broods on the street while drinking a milkshake. Golden Leg finds him and asks permission to look at his leg, which Sing is indifferent about. Golden Leg realizes the true potential of Sing's power and suggests that he use it to play soccer. Shocked at the suggestion and possibility of using his talents, Sing rushes Golden Leg to teach him to play, but he says that he should at least have a pair of shoes first. He goes back to Mei for his shoes, but she says that she threw them away as they were broken. Just as he's about to leave in disappointment, she throws the shoes at him, fixed and with her stickers on them. Sing smiles in happiness. He then goes to all his brothers, asking them to join the soccer team in order to popularize Kung Fu, but each of them have their excuses and thinks that Sing is just dreaming. Their lives have been difficult after their master passed away, as they fail to see any use of their talents. None of them practice their Kung Fu anymore, and their skills have disappeared a long time ago. The sixth brother, known for his agility and flight, now can barely walk a few steps without falling. Sing believes that he's failed to convince his brothers, but his words have reminded them of who they were before. To his surprise, they all gather on the rooftop in a dramatic fashion, ready to begin training as they put their hands together. Their training doesn't go well though, as Sing kicks the ball straight to the sky. They had to wait 2 hours for it to fall down. Golden Leg tells Sing that he must control his powers. He takes the egg from the sixth brother and throws it at Sing, but it breaks in contact when he tries to kick it. The brother runs furiously to try and eat the leftovers. They had to drag the man away while he cries about his eggs. Golden Leg throws another at Sing, but this time it breaks on his pants. Sing senses danger and quickly throws another egg in the mouth of the third brother, which results in some French kissing action that shocks everyone. Sing makes progress in controlling his powers, but breaks the egg again. He throws it at the third brother's mouth, which resulted in more French kissing. Their training finally begins to show results as Sing demonstrates superhuman power at handling the ball, while everyone looks at him in amazement. Golden Leg puts his team in their first competition against another team infamous for their unique methods on the soccer field. In fact, they're composed of the thugs from the nightclub that Sing fought with in the past. You know something bad is going to happen when their captain keeps on dropping deadly weapons from his pants before the match even begins. The match goes normally in the beginning, but I have to say that just by looking at their skills, their chances of beating any other team is almost zero. The tone of the match quickly changes as they're about to score, and the opposing team attacks Sing with multiple flying kicks. He looks around and sees his team getting decimated left and right. The whole stadium becomes a battlefield, which Sing tries to run away. The elder brother puts his pants on a stick to surrender, which the other team laughs at. They tell him to put their underwear on his head to show defeat. The elder brother hesitates but proceeds to be humiliated in front of everyone. Sing feels a change in the air and tells Golden Leg that his brothers have come back. Their powers all return as the humiliation revives the flames in their hearts. The other team tries to attack them but stands no chance in the face of their powers. The brothers proceed to demonstrate their individual powers as they make a mockery out of the other team. They try to go through the goalie that looks like Bruce Lee by throwing their shoes at him, but he catches all of them and sends the ball flying to Sing. He jump kicks the ball to the opponent's goal while the other team hides in fear, but the ball only hits the goalpost, resulting in no score. Sing celebrates and welcomes his brother's return, while the thugs come together, offering to join their team as well. Hung is also building his new team and testing his team's abilities underwater, which causes a large explosion in the pool. He receives a phone call telling him that Golden Leg is trying to enter competition. Han goes to meet Golden Leg and his Shaolin soccer team, to which he's not impressed at all. He laughs at them, thinking that they pose no threat to anyone. He allows Golden Leg to enter competition, even paying for his entrance fee, just to see him humiliated. He tries to embarrass Golden Leg again in front of the public, telling him to wipe his shoes, but the whole team fights to do it and hilariously takes his shoe away. Sing goes to Mei to try to thank her for repairing his shoes. He shows her the beautiful dresses in the store and tells her to try them on. He wants her to be more confident and show her beauty to the whole world, but she has a hard time doing it with flies roaming everywhere on her hair. Sing tells her that he will be famous after he wins the matches, and he promises to buy her all the dresses in the world as he believes that she deserves them. But it's revealed that Sing only works here and promised to clean the floor in order to show Mei the dresses. In their first competition against the Tofu team, they managed to score so quickly that the opponents thought they were hallucinating. The opposition tries their best to protect their goal, but the Shaolin team continues to score, even sending their players into the goal along with the ball. The news travels to Han and shocks him as they score 42-0. The team quickly rises to fame while they completely destroys all their competitions. Mei is clearly moved by Sing's kind words as she goes to a scary-looking woman trying to do some plastic surgery. Personally though, if her looks are any indications of results, I would hesitate to go in, not to mention the nightmares I will be having afterwards. The team celebrates their success at May's restaurant, and they're shocked to see the results of her makeups. They proceed to make fun of her, and she gets angry like any girl would. The restaurant owner comes out to yell at May again, but this time she unleashes all her anger at the woman for abusing her, while the team is both frightened and cheering at the same time. She asks Sing whether if he likes her, which he tells her that he does, but only as a sister and a friend. She tells him that if his shoes breaks again, she can always fix it for him, to which Sing says to not worry as he will never wear old shoes anymore. I feel sorry for the girl as the man's clearly clueless when it comes to women, and this makes her cry. As the Shaolin team defeats their last opponents in the soccer field, they move on to the finals against Han's Devil team. Han has a meeting with Golden Leg, trying to offer him money like years ago so that they can avoid the competition. Golden Leg refuses the offer, which angers Han, thinking that his rival is too greedy. Golden Leg agrees that he is greedy, but not for money. He wants to win the national championship from Han's team. Sing goes to May's restaurant before the final competition, but sees that she's gone. He asks the restaurant owner about May, which she replies that May was fired. For some reason, her bread became bitter and sour in the last couple weeks and drove all the customers away. Sing picks up one of the buns on the floor and tastes it. He pauses for a moment and soon realizes that the girl must have been crying while making them. The conversation that they had before must have really broke her heart. The team arrives at the finals against the Devil team. They smile as they look up onto the trophy for the first place, but they have to defeat Han's team first. They begin attacking offensively and going through all the oppositions without any problem. The ball is passed to Sing as he kicks with all his might, but it was stopped effortlessly by the opponent's goalie with one hand in his pocket. He throws the ball back and dares Sing to try again. He goes for a trick shot, but fails as their goalkeeper is extremely fast. He tries for a third time, putting all his energy into the kick, but only manages to make the goalie use two hands. Han laughs at the power difference as he injected them with drugs beforehand, greatly increasing their battle power. The goalkeeper throws the ball across the field and hits the Shaolin team's goalie, knocking him over. The opponent proceeds to shoot the goal and sends Bruce Lee's doppelganger flying. He acts like everything's fine, but is wounded badly on his left hand. The opponent kicks again, using more force this time. The ball hits him so hard that it drops him to the ground. The enemy team proceeds to kick him in the face, which sends him flying across the backyard. Han reveals that his plan was never to win the game by scoring, but by crippling all their players with injury. He paid off the referee so that no one would call foul play. The Devil team continues to attack the Shaolin team's players, injuring most of them badly. Luckily, before they can do any more damage, the referee calls halftime. Some of the players become so afraid that they leave the team. Sing is enraged at the situation, and the brothers fight with Golden Leg at the frustration of their current predicament. If they sustain one more injury, they will become disqualified from the competition. The third brother tells everyone to be quiet as he volunteers to be goalie, the most dangerous position right now. The team tries to defend using Shaolin formation, but gets run over like bowling pins. The Devil team focuses all their might onto the goalie and proceeds to attack him with a barrage of kicks. The goalie is pushed closer and closer to the goal line while his clothing are ripped apart by flames. To everyone's surprise, he manages to catch the ball from the Devil team and shoots for an opening. They charge towards the opponent's goal and Sing manages to land a shot at the goalie. The ball bounces in the opposite direction but gets thrown out as the goalie hits the post. Han tells his team to use the final attack and they fire at the goalkeeper with tremendous force. He manages to stop the ball but gets knocked out by the shockwave. Without enough players, Shaolin team is forced to be disqualified. As they feel that all hopes are gone, May shows up in front of them with a new haircut, looking like she just came from Mars. She volunteers to be the goalie, but Sing refuses, telling her that it's way too dangerous. She sees that his shoes are broken and gives Sing the old ones that she repaired with even more stickers now. May walks to the goalpost in a dramatic fashion, but they quickly lose all hopes when she hits her head, then proceeds to stand next to the enemy's goalie. The team has no choice but to lower their heads in shame as she runs back to her goal. May tries sending the ball to her teammates, but it ends up right under the enemy's foot and her team screams in agony. The Devil team's forward concentrates all his might into a devastating kick heading straight for May, but she uses her Tai Chi to transform the energy as her own. Everyone is stunned in amazement as she plays with it like it was nothing. Sing looks at her with a proud expression while she smiles back at him. Mei throws the ball in the air while he jumps up and puts all his energy in one last kick. The attack was so powerful that it becomes a tornado and destroys all the members of the Devil Team and their dignity at the same time. Han is furious that their team has lost, and in a fit of rage, trips and rolls down the stadium. The Shaolin team celebrates their victory as Sing looks lovingly at Mei's eyes. Han is taken to prison after being convicted of using illegal substance for their team. Sometimes later, Sing is jogging down the street, still wearing the shoes that Mei fixed for him. He sees the same woman who tripped and fell in the beginning, but this time she catches herself using Kung Fu in a stylish manner. Sing smiles as he sees even more people using Kung Fu in their daily lives, and is happy that he successfully popularized Kung Fu to everyone. So what do you guys think about this movie? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my video, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.